Hello dear students, welcome. I am Dr. Rajiv Oberoi. So dealing with one of the very important method of preparing haloalkane, especially bromoalkane, and this reaction is Huns-Dicker's reaction. It is also known as Huns-Dicker-Borodin reaction. Now remember that in this reaction, the silver salt of carboxylic acid is treated with halogen, especially bromine, to obtain haloalkane, especially bromoalkane. Now remember that this reaction is an example of decarboxylation number 1 and halogenation number 2. This reaction is an example of decarboxylation and halogenation. Now, as I told you, in this reaction, the silver salt of carboxylic acid, RC double bond O OAG, silver carboxylate, say having X number of carbon. So, silver salt of carboxylic acid is made to react with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride. What happens? This silver carboxylate will break. Out of this 2 Br, 1 Br attaches to Ag, forming AgBr. 1 Br attaches to R, forming RBr, and this CO2 get removed in form of carbon dioxide, resulting in formation of alkyl bromide. I repeat, RC double bond OAG, that is silver carboxylate, is made to react with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, also termed as pyrene. 1 Br combines to Ag, forming AgBr. 1 Br combines to R, converting into RBr, and this CO2 get removed in form of carbon dioxide. Since carbon dioxide is being removed, therefore it is termed as decarboxylation. Carbon dioxide is being removed, therefore it is termed as decarboxylation number 1. Since this compound results in formation of this alkyl bromide, therefore it is also termed as halogenation. Halogen comes to the chain. The halogen comes to the chain. So this is an example of decarboxylation because of removal of CO2. It is also an example of halogenation because halogen comes on the chain. So this silver carboxylate converts into alkyl bromide, but very important that in this reaction, since decarboxylation is taking place, therefore this reaction will always result in descent of series. It is a very important descent of series reaction where if silver carboxylate contains X number of carbon, the alkyl bromide will definitely contain 1 carbon less, that is it would be X minus 1 carbon. If silver carboxylate is having X carbon, the alkyl bromide will have X minus 1 carbon, that is it will have 1 carbon less. Since it will have 1 carbon less, why? Because decarboxylation is taking place. Since it is having 1 carbon less, therefore it is also termed as a descent of series reaction because carbon is getting decreased by 1. Suppose we have taken this compound. It is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. This is a prop chain. So we have taken silver propanoate. If it would have been H over here, propanoic acid. CH3, CH2, C double bond OOH is propanoic acid. H removed, it is called as propanoate. Ag attached, therefore called as silver propanoate. It is a 3 carbon compound. When this silver propanoate is made to react with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride and it is strongly heated, it decomposes. Once again, out of this 2 Br, 1 attaches to Ag, forms AgBr, 1 attaches to this alkyl chain forming CH3, CH2Br, and this CO2 goes in form of carbon dioxide, which means we are having a 3 carbon chain. It was silver propanoate, 3 carbon chain. Because of decarboxylation, it has converted into 1 bromoethane, that is a 2 carbon product is being formed. So let us now deal with the mechanism of the reaction. Compound is RC double bond OOAG. silver carboxylate. Suppose we have taken CH3, CH2, C double bond OOAG. We have taken silver propanoate, in which the silver ion is positively charged and this oxygen is negatively charged. Means it's a the ionic behavior at this point. So what happens when this silver propanoate is made to react with bromine, this bromine molecule undergo heterolytic cleavage. That is, the shared pair present between two bromine is taken by one of the bromine atom, converting one bromine into bromide and other bromine into bromonium. So this bromine molecule undergo heterolytic fission to form a bromide ion and a bromonium ion. This positively charged bromonium then attacks the negative charged oxygen, and the negative charged bromide then attacks the positive charged silver. The positive attacks to negative, negative attacks to positive, resulting in formation of, so it results in formation of this Ag, and this Br goes in form of AgBr. This Ag plus Br minus goes in form of AgBr, and this Br attaches to the carboxylate ion. So it results in formation of CH3, CH2, C double bond OO, Br. Now remember, very important, that this oxygen bromine bond is a weak bond. This oxygen bromine bond is a weak bond. Therefore, it undergo homolytic cleavage. It is a weak bond, therefore it undergo homolytic cleavage, that is, it involves homolysis. So this reaction involves the homolysis of weaker oxygen bromine bond. As the result, a bromine free radical is formed. Because of the homolysis, a bromine free radical is formed, and this carboxylate ion also converts into a free radical. Now from this free radical, the carbon bond present between carbon and carboxylate, the bond between carbon and carboxylate also undergo homolytic fission. That is, again it undergo homolysis. As the result, because of this homolysis, it results in formation of CH3, CH2 with a single electron. That is, it results in formation of ethyl free radical. It results in formation of ethyl free radical, and it forms C double bond O, single bond O with this single electron, and then one single electron is coming from this carbon. So C double bond O, single bond O, this oxygen is having one single electron, and now carbon is getting one more single electron because of the homolysis. So this molecule will now undergo the electron shift. These single electron then undergo the shift, resulting into formation of a pi bond. So it is C double bond O, single bond O. The single electron converts into a pi electron pair, resulting in formation of CO2. It results in formation of CO2. So it results in formation of CO2, that is, decarboxylation is taking place. So this molecule undergo homolytic fission, resulting in formation of this species in which oxygen is having a single electron. Single electron is coming to the carbon, forming this. These single electron then undergo shift, resulting in formation of a pi electron pair, converting it into CO2, which is getting removed, that is getting decarboxylated. And at the same time, the CH3, CH2 with a single electron, CH3, CH2 with a single electron, that is ethyl free radical is formed. And now this ethyl free radical is attacked by the bromine produced, the bromine free radical. So bromine free radical produced over here react with the bromine free radical produced over here. It attacks the ethyl free radical, resulting in formation of bromoethane. It results in formation of bromoethane, which means that this reaction involve the free radical mechanism. So what happens from the silver carboxylate ion? This silver carboxylate ion first this Br attacks over here, resulting in formation of this species. In this species, the oxygen bromine bond is a weak bond. it undergo homolytic cleavage resulting in formation of bromine free radical, and this free radical is formed. Then this molecule undergo the carbon-carbon homolytic cleavage resulting in formation of a molecule of CO2 and a ethyl free radical, and this ethyl free radical is then attacked by bromine free radical, giving the final product CH3 CH2Br. But sure, we are having this bromoethane, that is bromoalkane with one carbon less. We started with 3 carbon compound, ended at 2 carbon compound, therefore it is termed as descent of series reaction. This reaction involves decarboxylation number 1, halogenation number 2. Very important, this reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism. So for the competitive purpose, it is very important to note that this reaction is involving the homolysis of weaker oxygen bromine bond. This is one of the very important feature of this reaction, very important for the examination. One more, what is the trend of reactivity? The observation is that this type of reaction is, the trend of reactivity is highest in case of primary, lesser in case of secondary, and least in case of tertiary. So what is Hunsdiker-Borodin reaction? It is the conversion of silver salt of carboxylate ion, into the, with reaction with bromine and pyrene, that is carbon tetrachloride, its conversion into bromoalkane. It's a very, very important reaction. I told you it involves 2 important features. One is it involves decarboxylation. Number 2, it involves halogenation. So I hope that this process of Hunsdiker-Borodin reaction is clear to you all. The mechanism behind it is being discussed, and also the importance with respect to the reactivity and the species involved. So please master this Hunsdiker-Borodin reaction, which is very, very important for your competitive examination.